Chapter 7. The Life Cycle of Relationships. If you are in a relationship that seems to be headed towards commitment, such as getting engaged, married, having kids, etc., it may be a good idea to familiarize yourself with the relationship life cycle. There are 5 stages to all relationships. Couples move through the various stages at different speeds and will move back and forth from stage to stage, and at times will find themselves in the same stage and at other times in a different stage. Understanding the stages helps the couple normalize what they are experiencing and make better decisions. 1. Romance stage. All relationships begin with this stage. The need satisfied here is love and belonging. This stage is characterized by its dreamlike qualities, fantasies, and hopes for the future. The role of this stage is to give the couple a taste of the potential of their union. This stage lasts anywhere between 2 months to 2 years, but averages 6 months. When a person is in this stage, their body produces vast amount of endorphins, which makes them feel usually happy, positive, and excited about everything in their life. There's not much to fix at this point, and the couples are encouraged to continue to explore one another. 2. Power struggle stage. During the exploration process, differences are discovered and power struggles set in. This is the most difficult of all stages and is usually the time when relationships terminate. As couples become emotionally and physically more intimate, weakness and vulnerabilities begin to surface and conflicts ensue. The need satisfied now is power and some freedom. The role of this stage is to make each individual gain awareness of themselves and their partner and to begin to relate to each other as whole people. Power struggle starts soon after the two move in together and can last for many bitter years. During this stage, a couple has 3 options: terminate, continue to stay together but live parallel lives, or learn how to fight fairly with both winning and to declaring one's own individuality. 3. Stability stage. If as a child one did not learn coping skills, then the power struggle phase was exceptionally hard. However, upon survival, the couple becomes okay with each other's differences and establishes clear boundaries. The need satisfied in this stage is freedom and choice. The danger at this stage is that the couple may start to realize that each other's paths in life may be different. There's a sense of loss and sadness as dreams do not materialize. There may be a feeling of boredom, a sense of not being connected and having nothing in common. The focus is on the present, not the future, because that is still undecided. This is the second most common stage for counseling or divorce. In the beginning, it feels good to agree to stop changing the other, but life is all about growth and change. At this stage, the couple has history and should use it as an advantage to preserve the relationship. At this point, mutual respect sets in or the couple reverts to a power struggle. 4. Commitment stage. This is the stage when the couple should contemplate marriage. Unfortunately, people usually have already married in the romance stage. That's unfortunate because when they reach the power struggle stage, they wonder what hit them. In this stage, the couple is making clear choices about themselves and their partner based on both differences and commonalities. The needs fulfilled here are a balance of love, belonging, fun, power, and freedom. This is a stage when 2 individuals realize that they don't need to be with each other, but choose to be. Overall, this is the stage when the couple finally begins to feel comfortable and happy with their deepening, consistent relationship. Some people feel a sense of loss in this stage as they learn to accept their partner for who they truly are, since this means they have to let go of the fantasy of who they want their partner to be. At this phase, individuals begin to reestablish their own outside interest in friendships, which were given up in the romance phase. There is some danger that the couple may begin to drift apart from or become bored with each other. The remedy is to try and maintain the connection that was created in the romance phase by establishing date night, flirting, and making each other a priority. 5. Co-creative stage. In this stage, the couple has decided to be a team moving out into the world. This world may include children, a project, a joint business venture, etc. The role of this stage is to handle any common project or life crisis as a perfect team acting as one, proactively, responsibly, and constructively to a mutual fulfillment. The danger at this stage is over-involvement with the outside world and the relationship being neglected. The relationship must be continually nurtured along the way. There needs to be time for you, for me, for us, and for them. This is difficult sometimes, and choices must be made. What to do if you are losing interest in your partner? When you first met, everything was exciting and new. It was like you were embarking on a great adventure. You got to know each other some more, and you started to get used to each other. After a while, it was no longer exciting and new. It was just the two of you. And now, you've noticed a problem, which is that you are losing interest in your partner. Now, this doesn't have to mean gloom and doom, but it does depend on what stage your relationship is at. If your relationship is fairly new, then the simple reason that you are losing interest in your partner is that you just don't love them. That's no one's fault. If your partner just isn't your type, then it's not worth continuing and building a relationship in which you'll both be happy. On the other hand, if your relationship is more established, it's a little more serious, but the chances are that you've both let your relationship grow stale, so you should be able to resolve the problem. The first thing you need to ask yourself is why you are losing interest in your partner. Are there any specific reasons, or is it just a general lack of interest? If there are specific issues, then you need to talk to your partner about them and find a way forward from there. It could be a case that your partner is having problems which they didn't want to burden you with, and trying to deal with those problems has somehow changed them. If it's just a general not interested, then you'll need to look at reinvigorating the relationship and your life. We all have our wants and needs, and we use a variety of sources to fulfill them. We all have our own lives, histories, friends, hobbies, opinions, and what have you that make us who you are. Your problem could be that you have made your partner your sole source for fulfilling your needs, and if they cannot do everything for you, then it is only natural that you start to lose interest in them. Even though you're in a relationship, you still need to have your own space in order to maintain a sense of who you are. If you lose who you are, then you are no longer the person that your partner fell in love with. Go out with your friends. Pursue your own hobbies and interests. It helps you to not only grow as a person, but to bring new ideas and experience and gossip into your relationship. How do you actually spend time talking to each other? The thing about communication is that it binds you together. It makes you a part of each other's lives. When you stop communicating, then how can you connect with each other? How can you share your emotions? How can you know when your partner needs you? If you don't communicate with each other, then your relationship will become boring, which could be why you are losing interest in your partner. Do you spend quality time together, or do you just come home from work and watch the TV? I know we all have such busy lives, but when you stop making time for each other, it can become habit-forming, and then it becomes too much effort. You need that time together to become closer, to be able to relax from the stresses and strains of everyday life. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. Maybe something as simple as meeting for lunch in a park or just going for a coffee. The vital thing is that you're doing something together that you enjoy. If you are bored with doing the same thing time and time again, then find something new to do, new things to see, new places to visit. Find new things to excite and stimulate your relationship. And do you still connect with each other? Do you know if your partner has any feelings for you? Do they know if you have any feelings for them? If you love someone, tell them. Otherwise, how will they know? Of course, that assumes that your partner is not psychic. We need people to tell us that they love us, not just once in a while, but every day. It does not take a lot of effort to hug or kiss your partner and tell them that you love them, and it means so much as well. Unleash the romantic in you and do things for your partner to make them happy, which also has the side benefit of making you happy as well. Leave notes for your partner to find. Call, text, or email them and tell them how much they mean to you. If you both start doing that again, you should hopefully not just stop losing interest in your partner, but regain an active interest in them. What to do if you're losing interest in your partner? If it's early in your relationship, it could mean that they're not for you. If your relationship is more developed, then start working on your relationship again. Relationships don't just happen of their own accord. You have to work at them. Add some life to your relationship and reconnect with each other. Spend time together. Talk and plan for the future. If you're having problems, then you need to talk them through with your partner, as they will probably have noticed something is wrong. If you both want to make the relationship work, then commit to doing what you can to create the best possible relationship that you can. You might even surprise yourself. The incredible ways to reconnect with your partner. When you start to notice that you haven't been as close as you once were with your partner, you'll want to start taking steps that will reconnect you with your partner and reestablish the strong relationship that you once had. When you start to notice that you haven't been as close as you once were with your partner, you will want to start taking steps that will reconnect you with your partner and reestablish the strong relationship that you once had. Realize that the mess can wait. Some women believe that they are being constantly judged by how their house or living space looks. However, this is far from the case. Instead of making cleaning the majority of your free time, why not allow yourself to let more things go at the end of the day to make more room for your relationship? Instead of having the laundry always done and the kitchen always shining, isn't your relationship worth the time? Take time for yourself. Many women will feel more connected in their relationships if they take the time to make themselves look good. Something as simple as getting out of sweatpants and t-shirts at the end of the day and into nice jeans and a well-fitting top can make you feel more confident and thus more attractive to your partner. You don't have to look like a model, but taking care of your appearance can help you feel like one. Create a date. At least once a week, you and your partner need to get out of the house and on a date. Too often, long relationships think that they are past that, so they settle into a dull life of staying at home. When you were first dating, you went to the movies and out to eat. Why not try to do that more now? Sure, you won't be able to do it every week, but if you try, you both will have something to look forward to. Stop your thinking. Many times, a woman can become frustrated by everything that she's handling, especially when she's a mom as well as a career woman. When this happens, you might feel as though you could scream at your partner for not being helpful enough, romantic enough, etc. But is this really going to reconnect your relationship? It can help to stop your thinking for a few seconds before you share these kinds of feelings. You might find that you're actually feeling something else that's not directed at him. Put the spotlight on him. When you take the time to do something special for someone else, you will reap the benefits of feeling closer to them as well.